Good morning, Prep B, and welcome. Hope you're all well. Last week, we said that it is not always easy to show love. We need to practice showing love. How do we do that? We talk, we listen, and then we try to understand. Now, in today's lesson, we will look at the following things. When things go wrong, God wants us to help make them right. We do so step by step. It is like assembling a toy. So let's now listen to a story. The story is called Making Things Right. Neither Jeannie nor her big brother Rick were sure how their fight started. Maybe it had begun at lunchtime. Jeannie had been telling how she was learning to dive at the park swimming pool, and her bracelet dropped off her wrist into her bowl of bean soup. Rick roared with laughter. "Nice dive, little sister," he said. Or maybe the fight started after lunch, when Rick was carrying out the trash. The bag split and pea pods, coffee grounds, and corn cobs rained out. It was Jeannie's turn to laugh. However it started, the big war exploded at 5 o'clock when Jeannie and Rick wanted to watch different TV shows. They yelled, and when that didn't work, they began wrestling each other for the remote control. Mom came in and put a calming hand on each of her children. "Let's try a better way of solving this," she said. Step 1. Say what went wrong. First, they talked about who started the fight and who was to blame, but that didn't tell them what was wrong. And after a while, they had to agree on one thing: neither of them had been fair to the other. Step 2, said Mom. Say how you can make things right. Well, said Rick, we could flip a coin and see which TV show to watch. That's fair, said Jeannie. Mom went back to her work, and the children looked at each other. Then Jeannie said, I think I know what step number 3 is. Me too, said Rick. And in chorus, they both said, I'm sorry. By the time Dad came home from work, everything was calm. At supper, the family joined hands to say grace. Nice to come home to a peaceful house, said Dad. Jeannie and Rick looked across the table at each other and grinned. Can you remember what made Jeannie angry in the beginning? Yes, when she was explaining to her brother that she was learning to dive and her bracelet fell into her bowl of soup and he laughed at her. And what made Rick angry? When he was taking out the trash and the bag burst and Jeannie laughed at him. Then what caused the big quarrel, the big war, the big shouting and screaming? When they could not decide which TV show to watch. And I suppose you can relate to that. That probably happens to you sometimes. Now, what do? What did they do? The first thing they did was to say what went wrong. Say how to make things fair, and then they told each other, I'm sorry. Now, what do you think is another step they can take? Yes, they can each forgive each other or forgive one another. All right? So the next time you have a fight with someone, shouting and screaming and blaming each other does not help. I would suggest that you follow the 4 steps. Okay, let's go over them again. Say what went wrong. Say how to make things fair. Say you're sorry. And then forgive each other. All right? So that is all for today. Goodbye until next week.